In the 7th skill family, we're going to now work on the spinal lock. It's a natural compression to help the organs massage back into place, help your digestion, the ascending, descending, and transverse colon. Everything working from this exhale. On the basic level, make sure that your prop is nice and sturdy. Exhale, bring your knee to your chest. If this is all you can do at first, that's great. If bulk's in your way, just lift and put your chin down to your chest, and that's okay. You're receiving 100% of the medical benefits of the exercise as long as you challenge yourself 1 extra pound of pressure per day, keeping that technique at 8 or higher, the discomfort level at 3 or lower, and working for that exertion level of 6. 14 to 18 minutes per session. Eventually, you can bring your knee to your chest. You can place it down gently in your prop and lean against it. As you lean against it, relax and let your spine round. Come back up, bring a knee to your chest, switch knees, flatten. Exhale, come back, knee to chest. At a point where your spine doesn't feel uncomfortable with that rounding, you don't feel any pinching, it's time to go down towards the ground. This may take longer than any of them, and that's okay. Everybody develops independently. Your friend might develop a lot faster than you at one exercise family than another. It has nothing to do with your fitness level. It has to do with everything that you're experiencing in that internal event that we guide by our intuitive training. So when you're down on the ground on your squat, what you're going to do is you're going to let your butt sit down. You're going to hug your knees to your chest. If you can only come back to here, that's okay. Press up, work your way back to a squat, and just hug your chest again. Exhale as this happens. This little roll is so important to everything in your spines, everything in your internal organs. Eventually, you'll feel where you can rock and lift your heart to the ceiling. And that inertia will bring you back to a squat. You may want to practice this exercise just by itself for an entire session or 3, and that's okay. You want to work incrementally, adding 1 more pound of pressure per day with that exhale. Eventually, we work on to the 3rd level. In the 3rd level, you're just going to go incrementally more towards plow, allowing your feet to go farther and farther backwards. You don't want to roll onto your head. So as you start with your roll, if you can only come to here, putting your legs up, that's okay, that's great. 1 pound of pressure per day, more, is all you need, incrementally. Eventually, you can place your arms down to help you steady. Once you steady, all you're going to do is lock out your knees, slowly letting the hamstrings melt the tension away. Lift your pelvis towards the ceiling and try and place your ball of foot flat on the ground. Bring your knees to your chest. Come back with the basic roll. Each time, let the air come out of your lungs. Don't hold your breath. You limit your range of motion when you hold your breath. Finally, you'll notice that you're getting more proficient with that 3rd difficulty level. And what happens is your knees start to suddenly come to your chest much faster than before. And it's because you're letting the air come out. Once you let the air come out, you can move on to the knee drop, which is the most challenging component of this skill family. Your legs come up, and you let your knees go to the sides of your face, outside of your ears, your knees. Don't try and kick with your feet, because that's a danger to your lower back. Just let your knees drop as you exhale. As you exhale, pull your toes back too. You don't want to hit your toes. Pull your toes back so that you're trying to allow the balls of your feet to touch the ground. They don't have to. As long as your knees are coming down to either side of your head, you're doing well. In this final exercise, I want you to focus upon the basic version so that you can use that exhale to bring yourself back to the squat.